Okay, so today we have a pretty simple recipe here. I found it on Pinterest. The name of it was Best Crock-Pot Meal. I did modify the recipe a little bit just because I'm a picky eater. I don't really like to cook spinach, so we went ahead and took that out. Otherwise, you're gonna have your vegetable broth. It's gonna be 32 ounces. You're gonna have a block of cream cheese. Usually the recipe calls for Italian style diced tomatoes. I couldn't find any in the store today, so I went and got diced with basil, garlic, and oregano. It's probably about the closest thing I could find. And then a bag of frozen tortellini. I'm just gonna go ahead and add everything into your crock pot. So there you go, your frozen tortellini. Your tomatoes. I don't drain the juices out of them. I mean, that's kind of up to you if you want to do that. Go ahead and grab our cream cheese. I did cube it, however it's softened a little bit, so it's a little hard to get off the paper here. So we're just gonna kind of oddly chunk that in there. Actually, give me just 1 second. So sorry about that, my cream cheese was a little too soft. So after that, we're just gonna add our veggie broth. Gonna get that all in there. All right. So now that that's in there, and give it a stir, try to get some of that yummy deliciousness down there at the bottom. So this is a crock pot recipe. It usually cooks on low for about 5 to 6 hours. I'm gonna head and cook it on high for a couple, just because this is our dinner tonight. I'm already starting so late. So it's gonna go on high for just a couple hours here. Now, as far as the cost of this meal goes, I'm gonna go through and do that and then add it to the end of the video. I usually look for the cheapest option, just because we roll on such a tight budget. So most of the stuff I get is usually the store name brand. I love to shop at H-E-B. I find their quality of products is really great for what you're paying for. So H-E-B has their brand, which is the H-E-B brand, and they also have the Hill Country Fare, which is what I got in the vegetable broth today. It's the fat-free. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. The lowest price on cream cheese today was this Ruskus cream cheese. Obviously, you can substitute that out for your Philadelphia, your H-E-B brand, whether you want to do whole milk cream cheese, if you want to do fat-free, reduced fat. And then I went with the cheese tortellini. I don't remember what brand this is because I tore off the top already. And we went with the Del Monte diced tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and look up all these prices, and I'll add them to the end of the video to let you know what the total cost of this meal is. By the way, side note here, because I just thought about this, I've already made this for my husband and he loves it. He thinks we just need to add some meat to it. So once this cooks down a little bit more, we're going to add some cooked ground beef to that. All right, so I'm going to give a quick rundown of the price breakdown. All right, so for the best crock pot meal, your frozen tortellini, I used the Hill Country Fare brand. I looked back on my receipt both this time and last time. It's $2.66 a bag. For the cream cheese, that Ruskus I used this time was $0.8, so obviously 80 cents. The H-E-B brand I used last time was $1.48. The diced tomatoes, this time the Del Monte that I used, that wasn't exactly the Italian style, but it had the same spices and herbs, it's going to be 98 cents. The H-E-B brand I used last time that was the Italian style was 46 cents. The veggie broth this time, I had the Hill Country Fare. It was $1.44 for the 32 ounce carton that I used. The H-E-B last time, also the 32 ounce, was $1.78. This time we did add the ground beef. I bought a 3-pound little log of it, so divided that by 3 because I use a pound in this recipe. It's going to be 2.66 for that pound. So compared to last time, without the meat, it was $6.38. If I would have kept without the meat this time, it would have been $5.88. This time with the meat, it would have been $8.50, or it is $8.54. If I would have used the meat last time, it would have been $9.04. So that's a pretty good, decent savings of at least 20 cents, or sorry, about 60 cents there, and a little less than $1 for the without the meat. If you wanted to add spinach, I believe it's $2 and some change for each bag. So you just add that onto there. Sorry about that. That's my little 11-month-old trying to put his hands in there. Show you his cuteness. I would if the rest of my room wasn't a disaster. All right, so that's that. Thank you guys for tuning in.